Joining us tonight, I'm Ryan Fish in for Heidi. Pat is on assignment. The mother of 13-year-old Maribel Gonzalez gave KGUN 9 a thumbs up today after the verdict came down in the case of her daughter's murder. After more than 11 hours, a jury found Christopher Clements guilty of murder and kidnapping. You may remember Maribel Gonzalez left her house back in June 2014 to visit a friend and was never seen again. Her body found in the desert 3 days later, 35 miles from her home, after investigators received a tip from a passerby. She was identified after her mother saw a picture of her butterfly tattoo on the news. Our Craig Smith has been in court every day since the start of the trial and was there today when the verdict came down. And Craig joins us live now. Craig, what can you tell us?
Well, you know, there was not a lot of emotion in court as the verdict was shared. The judge called for calm and really did get it. Now, we did not see a strong reaction from Maribel's mother, and Clements, as for him, he just stared straight ahead.
These jurors seem very meticulous about the facts of the case. They asked more than 100 questions of witnesses. By passing notes, Judge James Marner read to the witnesses. Prosecutors conceded they did not have eyewitnesses who could testify they ever saw Christopher Clements and Maribel Gonzalez together. Clements' defense reminded jurors of gaps in the case, crucial to whether jurors would find the evidence convincing beyond a reasonable doubt. Jurors were not allowed to hear testimony about the death and disappearance of 6-year-old Isabel Celis, but it does connect to the case. Clements is set for a February trial in her death. He led FBI agents to Celis remains near the same spot in Avra Valley where Maribel Gonzalez remains were found. Clements was trying to exchange information in the Celis case for getting some burglary charges dropped. He claimed not to have anything to do with Celis' death, but prosecutors built murder cases against Clements in both cases. In Maribel's death, prosecutors called a witness on cell phone tracking who said Clements' phone was in areas where Maribel was likely to have been walking the night she disappeared. And he said Clements' phone could have been in the area where her body was found. A defense cell phone expert said he did not think the phone was near where Maribel's body was recovered. Male DNA was found on Maribel's body, but incomplete DNA led witnesses to say they could not exclude Clements as the source, but the sample could have come from thousands of other men.
Now, sentencing is still going to be weeks away. The law says Clements will get one of two variables of life, either life, which really means at least 35 years in prison, or natural life, which means he is locked up until he's dead. Reporting live, Craig Smith, KGUN 9 on your side.
I thank you.